channel. Today I have for you a beauty haul video, which I haven't done in a very long time. I think there's a really old one with like Charlotte Tilbury products, but that's probably from like almost a year ago. So it's been a long time since I haven't done a beauty haul, and I've been buying a few bits and pieces over the last few weeks. I received quite a large order from Boots as well because I'd run out of a lot of stuff, so I thought I would show you. Not everything is kind of new products that I've not tried before. A lot of the stuff are kind of replacements for products I really like, but I thought I would still share it with you. So without further ado, let's get started because there's a lot to get through. There's also a few new pieces and things that I've treated myself to which are very exciting and which I really can't wait for you to see. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. I upload twice a week and I would love to have you here again, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the little bell next to it so that you get a notification every time I upload. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Boots order. I've got this big box from Boots here. I've just opened it so that I didn't have to struggle with my scissors on camera. On a side note, I'm really bad at opening boxes. I don't know why. I always I try to rip them through the center, but then it never happens and I end up just cutting the cardboard. Let me know in the comments below if you're really crap at opening boxes as well. But yeah, the first thing I have in here is these brightening sheet masks from Mask Bar, which I have spoken about a million times on this channel and on my blog, so I don't think I'm going to ramble on too much about them. But if you haven't tried these, where have you guys been? Like, honestly, they are the most amazing masks. They're quite affordable. I think they're like $9.99 for 3 masks. And sheet masks are usually pretty pricey, so these ones are a relatively good price. And they're just amazing. This one is the Bitumen C1, which kind of brightens your skin. It kind of diminishes any blemishes or any kind of blemish marks that you have from before, and it leaves your skin looking really radiant and glowing. It's amazing to use before an event. I used this before I went to the Malta wedding that I vlogged about. If you haven't seen my Malta vlog, link it on the screen now so that you can go check it out. But yeah, I wore this before I went to it was a 3-day wedding, and before the event started, I put this mask on and it just left my skin looking absolutely radiant. I do have to say though, that if you have kind of dry or very sensitive skin, this can aggravate the sensitivity a little bit. So I would say after using this one, I would use a hydrating mask if you have very sensitive skin to kind of soothe any areas that have become a bit aggravated because of this. But on the whole, it's an amazing mask and great for events. Also from Mask Bar, I have this anti-wrinkle sheet mask, and you might think, why am I buying anti-wrinkle sheet masks when I don't have many wrinkles? The reason is this one has collagen and it just leaves your skin looking really kind of tight and lifted, and it just gets rid of any kind of puffiness, and it's so good to use before an event as well. I actually have 3 of these in here, and that's because 2 are for my mum. If you are kind of a little bit older with more mature skin, then this one is absolutely amazing because she wore this one before the wedding we went to in Malta. I went with my parents, and she wore this one and her skin just looked absolutely amazing. It tightened and just really nice. I really like this for an event, and well, again, it's $9.99 for 3 masks, and you basically use it exactly the same way as the Bitumen C1. You leave it on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and again, it says avoid using on blemishes and pimples, irritated or sunburned skin. But if you do, I mean, it's not a huge deal. Just put a little bit of kind of moisturizer or anything in any areas of your skin which are a little bit more sensitive after you use it. But it's really amazing if you want to kind of depuff and tighten and stretch your skin and make it look perfectly red carpet ready. Okay, next up I have another mask, and this one is the Clinique Pore Refining Clinique. What am I saying? The Clinique Pore Refining Solutions. I have had so much about this one, and I was till recently using the Mask Bar. They had a charcoal mask which was to kind of clear out your pores, and it is really good. It's one of those masks that is a peel off mask, and I haven't mentioned that one before, and it's really good, and it really kind of extracts all your impurities. But the thing is, it comes in a sachet, and I actually hate masks that you have to that are not sheet masks that come in a sachet, because it's really hard to get it out, and the texture of that mask is really rubbery because it dries on like rubber on your skin, and then you sort of peel it off, and it was just so difficult to get it out of the sachet, and I felt like I ended up wasting loads of product because I couldn't get everything out, and I would end up just throwing away so much of it. So I had really good things about this one from Clinique. And this one just comes in a normal sort of tube. And basically this one says here that it is fragrance free, so like all Clinique products, it's really good for kind of sensitive skin. And let's see what it says on the tube. It is a charcoal mask as well, which is what I was looking for, because those I find are really, really good at getting rid of blackheads. The sort of clay and charcoal really works well for my skin. If my skin is a little bit irritated, then I do find that after using these kind of masks, I do need to use a hydrating mask to kind of bring that moisture back to my skin. But they're really good at getting rid of impurities and drying out sort of blemishes and getting out my blackheads. Obviously, I have a lot of blackheads, like I've mentioned before, so it doesn't get rid of all of my blackheads, but it definitely makes my skin look a lot better. I think to get rid of all my blackheads, I just need to go for facial and do actual physical extractions of the blackheads. But these definitely do really, really help. So on the packet, this one says that it's a mattifying mask, absorbs oil, impurities, and it's used to detoxify skin. The charcoal powder draws out deep-seated debris to purify pores, while a combination of natural mineral clays soaks up excess oil. Skin feels fresh, smooth, pores look noticeably refined, oil-free. And yeah, the usual, avoid your eye area and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm really excited to try this one. I really hope it's as good as the mask bar one, because this one has a much better kind of system to get the mask out. And I'm actually going to share this one with my husband, because he really likes these kind of masks as well. So I heard that this one was really, really amazing. I had loads of really good things about this one, so I'm excited to give it a go. Also from Boots, I got these cotton wool double face pads. I really, really like these ones from Boots because they are super huge. They are really good because they have a little kind of stitching around them, which means that the fluff from inside the pads just doesn't come out while you're cleansing your skin. And I don't actually use a flannel. I prefer using these cotton pads, and they have like a rougher side and a smoother side. I use the smoother side to sort of clean my eyes, and the rougher side to just remove everything from my face. And they work really, really well with my La Roche-Posay cleanser, which is what I use. I do a double cleanse with that, and I always use these cotton pads to sort of remove it all from my face, and they work really, really well. And I love the ones from Boots. I know it's not an exciting product to talk about, but they are really, really good. Finally, I got another head for my Clarisonic. If you don't know, I use the Clarisonic. I will show you how I use it in a vlog that I did where I showed you my cleansing routine. I'll link it on the screen now, and I've also done a blog post about it, so I will link that in the info box below. But basically, I use the sensitive brush head, and you need to replace these sort of every month. So I ordered a replacement because ever since I started using the Clarisonic, I've definitely seen a huge impact on my skin. My skin looks a lot better. It's much smoother. I get less blemishes, and I feel like I get less blackheads as well. And when I've gone to my facialist, she says that there's definitely a noticeable difference. So if you suffer from blackheads and oily skin or blemishes, then definitely use the Clarisonic. The first 2 to 3 weeks, I did get more blemishes than normal, but that's kind of expected. Like, you already get told that at the beginning, because it's kind of harsh on your skin. You can get more blemishes, but once your skin gets used to it, it is honestly amazing. I heard that Olivia Palermo used it, and she has the most beautiful skin, so as soon as I heard that, I was completely sold on it. Okay, and that's all I have from Boots. Now we're going to go to some other kind of random bits and bobs that I have from everywhere. I have stuff from Space NK, stuff that I ordered online, so we're going to go through that now. Okay, so next up, I repurchased in Space NK another one of this Living Proof Restore Mask Treatment. I have mentioned this in my favorites before, but in case you haven't heard of it, it is such an amazing hair mask. Ever since I've been using this, I mean, to be fair, I've been doing more Olaplex treatments as well, but ever since I've been using this, my hair is just so soft. It's amazing. It looks so much more hydrated. The ends look really kind of nice and soft and conditioned, and it doesn't look like kind of dry and damaged. Even though I have balayage and that has bleach, my hair is still in very good condition, and I think it's all down to this. You only have to leave it on for about 5 minutes. You can leave it on for longer if your hair is really dry, but I just leave it on for 5 minutes in the shower after I finish washing my hair. I use this instead of conditioner every time I wash my hair. And honestly, it works absolute wonders. I really like it. It's not heavy. It doesn't leave your hair looking oily or kind of heavy, or just spoils your style, or too soft that it can't kind of hold your curls or anything if you curl it. It is the most amazing lightweight mask, but it really has a huge effect on the hair. So I repurchased, I think this is the third one I'm repurchasing. It's also massive, which means that it goes on for quite a long time, which is really good because it's not the cheapest. It is £37, but it is honestly worth every single penny. Staying on the topic of hair, my next product is this shampoo, which is the Joico Color Balance Blue shampoo. And this shampoo I bought because I was looking for something that would stop my hair from going brassy. I know it looks quite brassy in this light, but if you see me in natural light, and maybe in my pictures on Instagram, I'll insert a picture right now on the screen, my hair has maintained its colour so well. So JASMINA, who's my colorist, if you didn't know, is absolutely amazing and she's worked absolute wonders on my hair. But the thing is, she said because my hair had previously been coloured that it would have a tendency to go brassy, and because my natural undertones in my hair are really red, it has a tendency to kind of go brassy. So I wanted something that would keep my colour kind of better for longer, and this one's specially made for brunettes who have highlighted hair and who want to stop it from going brassy. So you're supposed to use it twice a week, and I've been using it and I have to say that my colour is holding up really well. It really isn't picking up that well in this light. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really not gone brassy, and it looks really good, much better than any other time that I've coloured it. And it also kind of leaves my hair really soft and supple, which I really like. I do have to say it doesn't clean a lot. So for me, that I have really oily hair, I always use it with my Nizoral shampoo, which I use because I have sort of dermatitis on my scalp. If you wash your hair more than twice a week and it's not very dirty when you wash it, then it might be okay. But for me, I need a clarifying shampoo that's really good to get the grit out of my hair. And then I just do a third shampoo with this one just to kind of restore the colour. And you need to leave it on for 5 minutes. And honestly, it's working so well, and it's not too messy. Just because it's a shampoo, it sort of washes away with the water, so it doesn't really mess up your bathroom, and it's really good. I really like it because it has stopped my hair from going brassy, which is amazing. I have been looking for this my whole life. Next up, I have a lipstick, and it is this Vice lipstick from Urban Decay, which I am wearing right now. It is in the colour Trist, I'm not sure how you say that, but it is one of their matte liquid lipsticks. And I absolutely love the colour. I think the camera is not picking it up so well. In real life, it looks more like it's showing up in the bottle, which is more of a pinky, corally, reddy colour. It's a beautiful colour. I think it would suit pretty much every skin tone, unless you have kind of very orangey undertones to your skin. Then I don't think it would suit you so much. So my mother-in-law has a deeper shade of the same olive skin tone I have, and she tried it on and it didn't look that great on her kind of skin. But if you're on the lighter, on the very fair side, or if you have kind of a light olive complexion, or if you have a very deep skin tone but not with too many yellow undertones, then this would look amazing because it is such a beautiful lipstick. I love the shade. The only thing is, I hate applying liquid lipsticks. I think it's pretty hard to get the shape exactly right. What I do is I kind of take it out from here and then just dip a little brush so that I can create the perfect shape around my lip. Maybe if your lips are bigger than mine, it could be easier to apply, but the applicator is fairly thin, so it's not too bad. But I still find it quite hard to apply, and I do have to say it dries very matte. And if you apply more than one layer, it does kind of tend to kind of crease. So I don't love the texture, and I find it quite uncomfortable on the lips, but it is beautiful. And what I have been doing is I have been applying the lipstick, letting it dry completely, and then I had a liquid lipstick from L'Oreal, which came with like a balm on the other side to make your lipstick look a bit glossy, and that's what I'm applying on top of this one. I prefer the glossy finish than the super matte finish, and that makes it a lot more comfortable, and it really hydrates your lips, so then it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. But just by itself, I do find this lipstick a little bit uncomfortable in terms of texture. Also from Urban Decay, I repurchased this long-lasting makeup spray. This is the all-nighter setting spray, and I just love this one, guys. If you haven't tried setting sprays, you really must. I spritz this all over my face whenever I do my makeup, no matter whether I'm going to a party or whether I'm just going out for the day. It is amazing. It just makes your makeup really stick to your skin, last a lot longer. It's amazing if you're going out at night because it just really keeps your makeup sort of locked in there, and it also makes it look a lot less cakey. It just helps it sink into the skin and mesh with your skin, and it just helps it from looking less cakey. It's also oil free, so it's good for every skin tone. They do have a few in their range, but this is my favorite, the all-nighter. I just cannot live without this one. While I was at Urban Decay, I did get a little sample of their Perversion mascara, so I'm really excited to try this one. I haven't tried it yet, but I will try it very soon and report back. And apparently it's supposed to give you lots of volume and lift, so I'm excited to try this one. I will let you know how I get on with it. I also got a few of the samples where I was at there. I bought all of this in House of Fraser, and they gave me a little Black Opium perfume from YSL, which I'm really excited to try out. Let's see how this smells. If I can open it. Oh my god, why is the packaging so hard? I'm going to spritz a little bit. Not the kind of scent I would go for. It is an eau de parfum, so it's quite strong. And it has quite a florally sweet scent, so I don't love this one, I have to say. But if you do like florally sweet scents, then it is a really famous one, so you might love it, because loads of people do. I also got some samples from Clarins, and they gave me to try this Body Fit Anti-Cellulite Contouring Cream. And yeah, this Anti-Cellulite Contouring Cream, which I'm really excited to try because I do have a bit of cellulite around my thighs, so I'm excited to try this one and see how it goes. And then I also got one of their double serum, which is an age control concentrate, so I'm excited to try this one as well. And finally, from Dior, I got a sample of their triple volume plumping lash primer. So I'm going to be using this underneath my mascara and seeing if it makes a difference or not, because I've always been very skeptical about lash primers. They're not something I love. I think they make your mascara look sort of grey because they tend to be white. But I've had really good things about this one, so I will definitely be trying it out. Also went to Space NK when I bought my hair mask, and I did a little sneaky purchase from Viterri. I have done a blog post about this one already, so I will link that in the info box below. Basically, I got this limited edition Sun Designer palette. I was already ready to kind of pay for the stuff I bought there and ready to check out, and then I saw this one on the counter just where the till is, and oh my god, I just couldn't resist. So they have it in two shades, like one for lighter skin tones and one for kind of deeper skin tones. I chose the one for deeper skin tones just because I thought it would go well with my colour. This one is the Savannah Love. But the other one was also good. I mean, I guess the only thing that was a bit lighter was the bronzer. I thought it wouldn't show up that much on my skin tone, but otherwise the blusher I think was good for all kinds of skin tones, to be honest. It comes in this beautiful packaging, the velvet pouch, and then it has these beautiful palm trees on the front. The packaging, as usual with Viterri, is so kind of luxe and beautiful. And this is, it's already a bit grubby because I've used it a few times. But yeah, basically it has a bronzer on this side, which has a sort of softer, more taupey, pinkish tone, a more kind of peachy tone, and then a kind of dark brown tone. And they're all matte except the last one at the bottom, which has sort of golden shimmer running through it. But again, it's not too glittery, it's just kind of a subtle hint of shimmer. And then it has the blush on this side, which is a more kind of pinky pink, a deeper sort of more mauvey pink, and in the middle a golden colour. And again, they're all matte except the top one is matte and the other two have got a golden shimmer running through them. They are so beautiful, so finely milled, they blend in like a dream, they look absolutely stunning, 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 stunning. Lasting power is really good. As with every Viterri product, the quality is amazing. I really love the bronzer and I love the blusher. I think too much shimmer, which means that you can wear it at day, night, everything. They look quite natural. And I also really like them as eyeshadows. I've tried every single shade as an eyeshadow and I think they look absolutely stunning. I think this one here is a great transition shade. The dark one is pretty good as a darker kind of outer corner shade. And the rest are really good, and I love using a little bit of the kind of colours I use with my blush on the crease of my eye just to kind of get the whole look to blend in together, and these ones work so well. Lasting power is really good, pigmentation is also really good. They have enough pigmentation that you can use them as an eyeshadow, and I would say they don't have too much pigmentation in the sense that you can't go crazy. Like if you apply a little bit of extra blush, you're not going to look like you are just a mad nut with loads of like pink on your cheeks. But at the same time, they have enough pigmentation that they show up really well. So the quality is amazing, the packaging is beautiful, and I love that it has a pretty big mirror here, so it's really good to do your makeup. But if you want to know more about this product, I have linked it. I will link my blog post on this one on the info box below. It is quite pricey. I think it was 65 Let me check. It was £65, so it's not exactly cheap, but it is so beautiful and it's a limited edition. So if you want to get your hands on this one, definitely head to your nearest Space NK. And finally, in this little bag here, I have a treat for myself that I got from Tom Ford. So I'm going to open it. The bag, on a side note, is so stunning. I love Tom Ford packaging. It's so beautiful. I don't want to throw it away. But basically, I got this perfume, the Costa Azzurra. So these are the perfumes that they have which are unisex. And I have been eyeing these up for months, but they are quite a splurge. They are $155 for the 50 ml bottle, which is quite pricey. But oh my god, the scents are just incredible. Actually, this treat was bought for us by my mother-in-law. She was here visiting in London and she thought, you know what, it's unisex, you and my husband could both use it. So I was really excited to get this one. It is a beautiful packaging as usual. It's in this blue because this is kind of their Côte d'Azur range, so they're all in kind of blues and turquoise colours. And I'm going to open it now. But honestly, it is the most amazing perfume. I really liked, I think it was Portofino, Amalfi, maybe the Amalfi one. I'll check now. But basically, that's the one I really liked, but it was a little bit girly. So my husband said this one was more of a unisex scent that we could both use. So look at the packaging, guys. It is so stunning. So it comes in this beautiful blue bottle that will look amazing on my vanity, and then it has the gold label. It's kind of in metallic gold label at the top that says Tom Ford, and it is so beautiful. And this one has an amazing scent. It's a super fresh, slightly citrusy scent, which is really nice. It works really well. It's not too sweet, it's not too floral. It's mostly kind of citrusy and very fresh. It would work amazing for men and women. It's not too strong, but it lasts, it lingers around quite a lot because it is an eau de parfum. And yeah, I just love it. And the people at Tom Ford were super kind, and they gave me all these samples to try out. So this one is the Private Collection blend, which as one of their new perfumes, and this is the Soleil Blanc, also from the same range as the one I got before. And this one, I'm not very good at describing perfumes, by the way, guys, but I'm going to try my best. This one is a more musky scent, and I would say it's more of like a cologne scent, like a more manly cologne scent, but it's really nice. I don't know how well this would go for a woman, but it really tastes, smells like cologne. Very fresh, but quite deep and very sophisticated. I really like this one. What else did I get? This one doesn't have a name on it. Let me see. It doesn't seem to have a name on it, but I'm going to see how it smells. I think this is an oil. So this is an oil, this is a hydrating oil that they gave me a little sample of. And this one also has a bit of a smell. Wow, and it's super moisturizing. But at the same time, it blends in really easily into your skin. It doesn't leave it oily. Oh wow. And it has a super fresh sort of lemony scent. I really like it. It's very citrusy, very fresh, kind of ocean scent. Amazing. It's so nice. Very citrusy and not sweet at all. I really love these scents, and it's very hydrating. I don't know if you can see that, but it's left my hand looking super hydrated. But at the same time, it's not left it kind of oily. It absorbs in really quickly. So I really love that one. And then I got this one, Neroli di Portofino, which is one that I really liked, which is the absolute new one they have. Citrusy and a bit stronger than the Soleil Blanc one. It's quite a lot stronger, a little bit sweeter, a little bit more floral, but I really love this one. They're all kind of citrusy scents and very fresh, so they are really nice. I like them all basically, but this one's really nice. And finally, I got a sample of my favorite scent, which is the one I initially wanted to buy, which is the Soleil di Positano, which is the one I was talking about before, but my husband thought it was a bit girly. And this one has more of a floral, soft, girly scent, but it's still very kind of fresh and citrusy. And yeah, I just love all of them. I know I've described them all as citrusy, but they all are. They all have kind of similar scents. Some a little bit more floral and sweet, some a bit less, but they're all kind of unisex, so they're not too floral or too sweet or too musky either way. But yeah, this one is my absolute favorite, although I have to say it's a close tie between this one and the Positano, which is not the Positano, the Portofino, which is the new one. So these two are my favorites. But yeah, so I have done a bit of a fragrance haul there. I know I never talk about fragrances, but it's just because I really can't describe them. So I hope this gave you a good idea, but it's better if you can just go and smell them yourself at a counter. They are honestly amazing, pretty pricey, but in the airport I think you get like, they're about 120 for the 50 ml, so you get a little bit of a discount with the duty free. So if you really like them, go and check them out. So that's it from me, guys, for this video. Those were all the things I got. I hope you enjoyed this beauty haul. There was a few different things like fragrance, which I don't usually talk about, and hair products. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!